Welcome to the 1005th reset of Vanessa Roman, which is my visual novel that is masquerading as a D&D campaign. My name is Maggie. I am the humble game master and also the artist for almost everything on screen. And these are my lovely players, if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Graham, actually. And I'm playing Yukar Shale, a large, lovable rock guy whose big heart makes up for his, small brain. I'll say it.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Flynn Misselplat, and 3 feet of stubborn determination, monk healer, halfling that is commonly accused of being a child. I wear very polished leather boots, very important to know, and at this point, I'm wearing cultist robes that probably are like 3 sizes too big.
My name is Bill. I play a tabaxi. And my name is Prizunia. I'm a bard by trade, very flamboyant and beautifully groomed. And that about sums it up.
My name is Ryan, and I play a 5'11" goblin warlock named Herb Gablano, whose normal brain tries to make up for his small heart.
Definitely a real goblin. I do feel the need to add that asterisk every time. Definitely
It's
not.
weird that you need to keep adding it. It feels so
I mean, I
obvious.
just assume at this point, we've only have one other goblin in the entire universe to
Well,
base it.
goblin quotation marks. I don't know.
The fact that you guys are talking in character back to me, the DM, is kind of funny.
No, we're having this conversation, like, right now.
There's just like the
Before
ethereal
initiative.
voice that kind of talks over you guys. It's like at the beginning, every once in a while.
I don't know what Chris was saying, but he kept saying talking is free action, so I guess we just talk,
He just mumbles quiet numbers to
free.
himself. Yeah.
17 plus 2.
Uh-huh.
It's not...
Last episode, we did take a week off, but last time, you all went through this lovely little maze of puzzles that are set in the tunnels of the capital city of Caracton. While in there, you met a new friend, ? I would classify him as a friend. I don't know how you guys see him.
Me too.
In Vince, who's the cultist-looking guy on the left. And he helped guide you through the puzzle rooms in your quest to meet up with the leader of this cult, who is the little kobold in front of you. Yeah.
I hate to jump in, but you forgot we actually made 2 friends because we also got a little possessed doll named Gummy.
Uh-huh.
And she's clawing my face
no.
right now.
You did get a little bit.
God, I hope we forgot about that.
Intentionally didn't make art of that. We don't need to see Gummy.
I was going to mistough it there, but
Yeah.
the ball.
Pewter is just collecting little guys.
By the
I
end
guess
of the
little
campaign,
gals. Between Miss Tuffet and Gummy. There's Chunky, the skeletal basset hound back home.
That's right.
But
I think he just sad that he didn't get me into his little baby bumper at the very beginning. So he's making up for it.
Yeah, I tried to acquire Flynn. You just move his character portrait over next to mine.
But I believe at the very end of last session, your plan, which was to present Pewter as a prisoner in order to gain favor, quickly fell apart when Pewter immediately took off his chains, alerting everyone in the room who is an aggressor to you, presumably. Namely, this kobold and her cultists. I'm gonna put Vince can go away for now. He's over with you guys, but he's kind of hidden because he has told you that he does not wish to be recognized. And we'll just jump right in. Belfie will go. Okay, what the hell is going on around here? That's not what she sounded like. She was a valley girl. Oopsies.
Well,
Oh my God.
she's under stress right
That's
now.
like Oh my god, that's like totally. There we go. Okay, I found it. Don't worry, guys. I like totally found it. It's okay.
It's okay. Take
Oh
your
my
time.
god.
It's fine.
No, this is like crazy. Like, what the hell? I thought like you had chains or whatever, and now you just broke them off. Clearly, you guys are not like doing your job because you're supposed to like tie the chains all goodly and stuff, and clearly you like didn't do that.
Well, he's pretty
What?
big.
Yes, I am big, and also, you know, if you've noticed, I have pulled out these pamphlets here. You may take a look. You know, if you accept a boulder into your life, you too can break the chains that bind you. So it's really sort of a demonstration of what you will be able to do once you accept the boulder as your one and only Rocky savior.
Like, okay, but can the boulder like make me live forever?
Well, I assume so. Yeah, it can do anything. So it's probably, yeah, I would say yes, 100. I'd like 99% sure. Yes, that was something that he could do. Yes.
You would like assume so? Cause like you know what they say about assuming? It like totally sucks.
Oh yeah, I've not heard that, but I will believe you.
Well, like, okay, so like this boulder guy, could I like meet with him or whatever?
Oh yes. Well, okay. So it's sort of like here. Why don't you take a look at the pamphlet? And I try to hand her a stone tablet that I carved.
She
with
tries.
big pictures.
She tries to take it. How heavy are these stone tablets?
She's 2 feet tall. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's like when you hand a toddler a gallon of milk.
She
I'm not thinking about how heavy it is. I just hand it to her.
she takes the tablet and yeah, immediately it's just like like it immediately falls to the ground and she's like, "Oh my god, that's like super rude. I just got a manicure." Guys, and she turns to her cultists, who I have not named until now. She goes like, "Oh my god, like cultist number 1 and cultist number 2, I need you to like pick up this pamphlet for me." And they kind of rush over and like lift it up for her so that she can read it. Just to clarify, it's just pictures?
Yes, I drew myself smiling with big thumbs up, and there's a big rock with like squiggles around it because it's like a cool rock, and I'm smiling. I'm very happy about it, and I'm making the pose when she looks up.
It's
from
just
the pamphlet.
yeah, she lowers the pamphlet and you're just making the exact same face behind it.
We've done this before.
Yeah, I know. She goes, "Okay,
You know-
I'm like not really getting it because it just seems like you drew some pictures."
Well, okay, hold on. Let me just say, you said you had manicure. The boulder can also cure you of any ailments. I can demonstrate this, or if you would like, we can take a look at some people who also really like the boulder, and they can give their approval, good reviews. I turn to the rest of the group and gesture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The boulder changed my life. It never been the same.
I can't.
Right.
Half-hearted thumbs
Wow.
up.
Through the robes. Like,
That's a good review.
The text goes across the bottom that's just like 9 out of 10 adventurers recommend the boulder. Do not practice the boulder if you have issues. Just the long list of
You're
side
allergic.
effects. Yeah. She turns to Herb and she goes, "So like did worshiping the boulder make you like taller or whatever? Cuz I don't think you're supposed to be tall."
No. I think that was probably a blessing from the Great Goblin, but the boulder's pretty cool too.
Okay, so
I
I'm getting
think
like,
he's made me immortal. I haven't died yet, so I mean.
is the boulder like the same as the Great Goblin?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, not like the exact same. It's, you know, it's like better, but like the goblin is great too. I've heard good things about the goblin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just think of a great big green moldy rock, you know.
Okay, that sounds gross
Actually,
and
this
disgusting.
is starting to
actually.
clear up a lot. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm like getting a little bit peeved off because I sent you out there specifically to like find immortality, and you've come back with all this like Boulder Goblin stuff. But like, I'm gonna need like proof. So like, I want to be immortal. I need you to make me immortal, or else I'm gonna like kill you and push you in the lava and stuff.
Well, I know that I am just stone, but I have always considered myself a bit of a philosopher. And maybe this could help. I could come up with, maybe the boulder, maybe it's your perception of life, and maybe the boulder could teach you to just really appreciate your life more, and then you could be very happy with it, with that,
Roll a persuasion check, I guess.
Okay, rolling, and that is a 1. Plus 3.
Fast.
I think that checks out. It wasn't a great pitch. Just wanted to try to make a
Okay.
philosopher's stone joke, and then
Yeah.
nothing happened.
With a nat
The
1.
boy.
With a nat 1, she gets incredibly offended. She's like, I can't believe that you would like come into my house, and a house I of course mean my elaborate cave system, and just tell me like, what, it's all in my head? You think it's all in my head? That's like
Yeah,
insane. No, I'm
Maybe
gonna.
if you just smiled more, you would be happier, Is it?
Well, I mean, no, he's saying that, happiness brings better health, and better health means longevity, and it's all a state of mind.
I wish that I had like a tension bar that I could put for like how angry she is. I will say, yeah, she's very angry, and she is gesturing for her cultists to pull out crossbows, and they've started aiming the
Alright.
crossbows at you.
Alright,
I've-
fine. This is the
I've-
stuff that makes you immortal, and I'm gonna hand her the little jar of pixie dust I have, and I'd say you gotta eat all of it though, like every last bit.
I have to like eat it.
Yeah,
Like, you think this?
it's from the Feywild.
Roll a deception check.
Would it help if we all start going, eat it, eat it,
No,
eat it?
A 13.
13.
Solid 13.
Hmm. She seems skeptical. She goes, okay, so like I have to eat all of it?
Well, try a little, and it'll make you feel immortal. But then if you eat it all, you will be immortal.
All right, I need you to eat it first to like prove it's not like poison or whatever.
Well, that's exactly one dose. Sorry.
That sounds okay. Like, if you're not gonna eat it, then like how am I supposed to know? Plus, like, that shade of pink kind of clashes with the pink that I'm wearing, and it kind of just ruined the whole vibe. So unless you can like guarantee to me that this is gonna like work and not like poison me and stuff, like, this is not my first like cultist rodeo, okay?
Alright, well, if you don't want it, never mind.
No, I do want it, but I just don't want to eat it right now. Gimme.
Would it help if
Okay.
someone else tried
Yeah.
it? You could have one of your friends try some, and then you try some, and... Or Flynn, were you offering to try some?
No. No, I was just gonna cast the special magic ritual that, for sure would make it an immortality potion.
Flynn,
Oh.
you're going to cast spells?
Peter, I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous.
It's okay, buddy. I've turned my back completely to all the crossbow wielding people, and I say, I think it is going very well. I think that she's basically friend now, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm about to
Um,
walk on
Lot of
out here.
arrows, and I know you're made of rock, but I am not made of rock.
She goes, okay, like, are we doing the immortality ritual or not? Because, like, I have places to be. And one of the cultists leaned down and is like, Miss Belfi, you don't have anything else on the schedule today. And she goes, I know that, shut up!
I will take the bitterant out of my pack and take a pinch of it and start, approaching the herb's hand with the pixie dust out on it.
Okay.
And I'll just start muttering random words. Hushka bala bishka poopy poppy thingy babobber.
And I'd like
And I'll
to
sprinkle
play.
the
That doubles the potency actually. So there's enough for more than one dose. So I will try some to show you it's not potion or poison. I have no idea what pixie dust does, but I'm gonna lick my fingers, stick it in there, like Fun Dip, it'll stick to it, and then put it in my mouth. And just see what happens.
Wow, flashbacks.
Um,
All right, so
you okay, you do that. I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution check for me.
okay.
That's always a good sign.
A 9.
A 9.
Uh,
Yeah. So a couple things. One, pixie dust to non-fey tastes like sawdust, which is not the
that's
most
okay.
pleasant.
I think Herb's eaten sawdust before.
Yeah. It's sawdust and glue. That's the diet of the Goblano family.
Yeah.
But two,
with a little bitterant though. Yeah.
Gaba glue.
you immediately feel incredibly jittery. There's like little colors on the corners of your vision that it almost is like oversaturated, like a Claritin commercial. Like, and everything's like a little bit wavy, kind of like put through a little wave filter. You are you're going through something. It did something.
Okay. I think I'm just standing there like drooling, and then I'm like holding out the rest of it for Belfi.
She goes, "Is it like supposed to do that?"
I don't
yeah.
think I have the faculties to answer.
I've seen this performed numerous times. It is exactly like that. I mean, normally I would play like, a little musical interlude during the ceremony that Flynn performs, but yeah, yeah. Never mind, he always looks off like that sometimes. He's just a bit weird, but yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah, okay, you said you were supposed to. Okay, then play like music. If it's supposed to be done a certain way, like I don't want half-assed immortality. That's like what?
Yeah.
Not immortality?
Half-ass immortality is you live forever, but you don't like it. Anyway, would you like to hear a pan flute or a yarling?
Oh, I can play the pan flute too, actually.
You can like do it. Like do them. Can you do them both? I want you to do them both.
Not simultaneously.
That sounds like a skill issue.
I could help. I could do the pan flute. I've just never seen one before. So
Right. But if you had, you'd understand.
Oh yes, it's in my blood, which I don't have.
I play a mean war gong. I can't carry one with me for obvious reasons. It's rather large. So I pull out the pan flute, and I'll start playing a nice little ditty to go along with Flynn's spell.
Do I have a little pan flute? I used to. I don't think I have a little pan flute.
You can do yachting if that's all right with
Yachting?
you. It doesn't matter to me.
Ah, you're right.
Yachting.
I totally had my yarding sound effect. And
Yeah, you don't want to do that in public. You get some dirty looks.
Don't hit the wrong button.
yeah,
Very close
yeah.
together.
What is? Hold on. I do have an elven flute sound.
Excellent.
Again, for those listening, the players actually can't hear the music, so it's a one-sided thing. But just trust, there's a flute playing.
We're playing well, I hope.
Yeah. As you play the flute and Herb all but convulses in the corner, Belfi leans over and she takes the pixie dust. And she's again kind of like casting side eyes at over at Herb. And she goes, "Okay, like he really doesn't look good. I need at least like one other person to try it because like I could believe that maybe he's just like that, but I need like someone else."
As she says that, Miss Tuffet has just come up behind her, and I see that she looks threatening, and so I want to try to disarm the situation. I say, "Oh, Miss Tuffet, you see this little lamb over? I think she's offering. She would like to try some. Would that help? Would that help you put you at ease?"
Yeah, I mean, I guess. All right, and she pours a little to her hand and lowers it down for Miss Tuffet, who squints at it suspiciously before lapping it up. And instantly you see Miss Tuffet's eyes.
I don't know what I've unleashed. I don't know. This was a good idea.
You see her pupils shrink, and she starts vibrating. And
Okay, we should all run. We should run now.
I'd like to. Is it possible? I'm playing music. Is it assumed I played for a minute? If I do enthralling performance, which is enthralling performance, can I do that to try to win her over? It's not an action.
yeah, so that's you have to play for a minute. Is that correct?
Yes, I have to play. If they listen to you perform for 1 minute, each target makes a wisdom saving throw. DC 14 is charmed if it fails for 1 hour or until it takes damage or is attacked or sees a friend attack. And this is enthralling performance, no action. So it's not an action or a bonus action. It's not an action.
Yeah, we'll say you can cast enthralling performance as you play your pan flute. Who?
Yes. And it doesn't say they know. It doesn't say that they know that I tried this if it fails.
Okay. I will add the caveat that if your friends suddenly act super friendly to someone who they weren't before, you might suspect something is amiss.
It's true, but I'm doing it to her and the two guys to her right and left that
Okay.
were helping her with the tablet.
Also, just to clarify, just to reiterate what all was in the room, because it has been 2 weeks, there is Vince, who is still with you guys, who's been very quiet in the back. And also, there is a cage with a fire elemental in it, who is just a little behind where they're standing. You actually crossed a lava moat to get to them. But there are 2 large cages, one of which is open, the other of which has this flame elemental in it. So you're targeting Belfi and the 2 cultists?
Yes.
Okay. And you said they had to roll a 14?
They have to roll, 14
Okay.
wisdom.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. This flute's super like dour, so I'm gonna switch back to the synth music. Alrighty.
I'm just imagining you trying to sway them, and they're just saying the rest of the cultists be murdered by a lamb. And I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah, I will say you Pewter, you look down at where Miss Tuffet was, and she's gone.
Okay, all
You've
right.
lost
She's
eyes on
in
Miss
the-
Tuffet.
She's in the vents.
Above you, you hear the like it's like someone skitters across the ceiling.
Yeah, none of us are safe here. I've made terrible mistake.
Priz, as you play your tune, and it reaches its apex, you see as the 2 cultists start kind of like bobbing their heads, but Belfi looks unconvinced, and she goes, "Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, all right? Because you guys seem pretty cool, but you're kind of starting to pee me o because like." I feel like you're not really doing your job, and I don't know if this is gonna work out. So like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put you in the lava now. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, wait. I have one more pitch, and then we can do the combat if that is you're saying you attack us. That is fine. But one more thing. Let me give you one more idea here.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready? Or...
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So I can, if you would like to try, I may perform a ritual. This is a real ritual, not a made-up ritual by someone who does. That is neither here nor there. But it is a real ritual, and after a short period of time, like an hour or so, you will become dedicated to the boulder service, and I promise, there will be immediate improvement in your life.
So you are pitching an hour-long ritual to convert her to the boulder, with the
Yes.
promise that her life will be better than it was before. Not that she'll be immortal.
Absolutely. I promise it will be better. And if it makes you feel better, I will stand in the cage while I do the ceremony. If that makes you feel safer, that's fine.
She goes, okay, deal's a deal. I'm gonna put you in the cage, and then we're gonna close the door, and I'm gonna put a lock on the cage. And
Yes,
then
this is what we agreed to, yes.
an hour later, we'll, like, figure out where we're at.
I turn to everybody else. That sounds good to me, right? Is this what we're... Seems like a good plan?
We're not going in the lava while he's in the cage, though. I think he wants to be clear that, like, we're safe as well.
Oh, so, like, all of you can get in the cage. That'd be cool.
So it's cage or lava. Is that the options as I hear it?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Feels like a no-brainer to me.
Guys, I
you
don't
know.
want to go in the cage.
Yeah, I'm with Herb on this one.
I'll be honest, I don't want either, but yeah, I don't like cages.
Vince very quietly in the background goes, I also do not want to go in the cage, for the record.
Oh,
Okay,
God,
well.
where were you? Huh?
I've been here the whole time.
And Vince would know what he's talking about.
He-
So, Pewter, are you getting into the cage?
Well, I was when she was like, "You'll get in the cage," and I'm like, I figured I was already walking into the
Okay,
cage
okay.
and turning. Okay, well, we still have a deal. Maybe I just it's not a huge cage, honestly. And also, when I get into it, like, is it on the ground or is it like held up? For some reason, I imagined it was held aloft.
It's on the ground, but you do see that there is a chain that could be lifted off the ground.
Okay.
There's some sort of mechanism that could lift it off the ground.
Is the other
Yeah,
one
I'm
on the
not
ground?
getting into the lava dunking cage. Thank you.
She goes,
How?
what were you saying? Sorry.
I was gonna say, how close is she to the edge of where the lava is?
Well,
curious.
she's standing over by the cage. So what happened was, as Pewter starts walking over, she's like, okay, like, go, like, lock him up or whatever. And she turns around, and her two cultists are just jamming. They're just dancing. And she's like, hello? Like, hello? Oh my god. And then she, like, walks over and yanks the keys off one of their belts and, like, marches over with Pewter to the cage. So I'll say the cultists are closer to the lava than she is. Both cages are a little bit inland from the lava river.
I have a question. So if you drew a line between, like, through me and her, and then 10 feet behind her, is there lava?
No.
Very specific one.
Behind her is actually it's like a stone wall. It's kind of more cave. But no, the lava is behind you four at this point.
Okay. I think Herb is super inconspicuously trying to put, like, her in between himself and the lava for no particular reason.
Herb's like lifting up his hand to like measure how far away she is and like looking at the floor and doing the little side step and be like
Like, yeah. I'm just, like, shuffling my feet and moving very slowly, but that's what I'm doing for
he pulls out measuring tape.
He's like a golfer
I'd like-
lining up the shot. Very clearly walking around.
Does the little like finger in the mouth lifted up to see like the wind direction type thing.
Rock's gonna fly. Can I, now that she's walked away with our boy Pewter, can I just say something quietly to the remaining charmed guard?
They're dancing. I mean, you can, but they seem real
One
invested
way-
in their dance party.
Yeah, well, they're charmed, right? I mean, so I don't charm. So I was just gonna say, can I just say, go let the. Could you guys do me a big favor and go let the, the fire person out?
They they're really in their tunes. Can you roll a persuasion check for me? I do imagine this is full on like Mass Effect NPC dancing, where they're just sort of like
Right.
in place, wobbling back and
Yeah,
forth.
25.
25?
19 plus 6.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
They go, I mean, I guess if that's what you want. And they start to walk over. And then as they approach the cage, you see one of them reach for their belt and go, oh, dang. And they turn where Belfie is currently holding the keys after they were taken off of the belt to open up the other cage. And they go,
Oh, there's only one set of keys. Oh, I didn't know that.
I'd like to cast Minor Illusion very close to the edge of where the lava is, and I'd like to make a big bottle that says Immortality Potion on it.
in the lava.
No, like a foot away from the edge or something. Like where we were standing. So it looks like we dropped it maybe.
Okay. I'm
No
sorry,
reason.
I'm just imagining like the Looney Tunes ass, like bottle of immortality with like a big glowing sign with an arrow pointing at it.
It's got like a box with a stick.
Oh my goodness,
Acme's
is that
potion.
immortality potion? Where did that come from?
You see Belfie's head snap over as she looks, and she goes, "Oh my God!"
Oh no, I dropped my immortality potion right by the edge of the lava.
Wow, that's
Glenn, I
super
told you about
convenient.
that hole in your jacket, dude.
I'm gonna need Herb to roll a performance check, but you can have advantage because of your friends.
First one's, well, second one is an 8.
Okay, so we'll take the. You said the first one was a 12.
12,
Okay.
yes.
I'm gonna roll something on mine. She goes, "Oh my God, you guys are like actually useful for something." And you see her just as she finishes locking Pewter in the cage. You see her all but sprint over to this bottle.
Alright, the second she tries to touch it, I'm casting Eldritch Blast at her. And first I'm going to use my meta magic to no, I'll do the regular one first. Okay, so I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast, which is that's a 12 to hit. I assume that.
Okay.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be embarrassing.
I've got several tries. Don't worry.
A 12 actually does not hit.
Okay, so I've got 2 beams at 5th level. So here goes number 2. That's a 7.
Ooh,
Holy-
Oh no.
Alright. And
You
now I'm going to use both my sorcery points to do Quicken Spell, which lets me cast it one more time.
It
So I
didn't
get
work.
2 more beams.
Big money.
23.
Okay.
Ah,
I
there
was
it
so
is.
hoping you would miss all of that.
I'm like, alright, so,
So,
I'm
what-
gonna roll for damage, but
What happened was she ran over and you cast Eldritch Blast, which for the audience, if you haven't caught up, it just looks like he's throwing a rock at her. You throw a rock as she's leaning down to grab the bottle, so of course it flies over her head. And then as soon as she notices it's an illusion, she sits up to look at the rock you just threw, and you threw it at where she used to be. So it's a real mess until you hit that 23.
and then I picked up Repelling Blast for my 5th level, so when I hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, I can push the creature up to 10 feet away from you in a straight line. So I think she's 10 feet of lava.
Okay. Jesus.
Ooh.
And
Sorry.
I saw what Herb was doing, and because I had a different plan in mind, I did not realize what he was going to do. If you allow it, I was going to sprint and try to knock her off, but grab her hand before she falls. But of course,
Oh,
there's
no.
rocks flying everywhere. I was going to use a hostage kind of situation rather than a die horribly in lava.
I'll find out
You just gotta-
dragons
you
are
just-
into it.
You just
Uh,
ran fast enough to get into the splash zone.
Actually,
Like I reach my hand out. Oh.
uh, here- what happens is a rather delicate turn of events. You see as Flynn, your plan to run and almost push her. You sprint at her to push her, but grab her hand before she goes into the lava. Right as Herb is casting this Eldritch Blast, which got a 23. So I mean that it did more than just hit. And what happens is both Flynn and Belfie go flying towards the lava.
No. Oh. Uh-oh.
I got you. And
I guess
Me
it'd
too,
be
escaping there.
I'd have to wait 6 seconds before I can cast another spell, right?
I guess, yeah. You watch in horror as you have launched your halfling monk into the lava.
Bad.
And Flynn, moments. Oh, Priz?
Oh, I was just going to say, while everybody's casting spells, would I be able to use Magic Hand to try to grab Flynn before he delicately lands in said lava?
Flynn may be
that's
small.
nice of you to think that I'm that light.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
He's
Magic
not
Hand
10
like
pounds light.
Yeah.
Well, he's a
I
wee
appreciate
little
that, though.
thing. Oh, I thought he was a wee little thing. Oh,
You actually cast Mage Hand in an attempt to grab Flynn, but your Mage Hand quickly dissipates as the weight of Flynn, who is also holding on to Belfie, so the weight of 2 people. Though
Oh.
collectively they're probably still less than like Herb. As your Mage Hand fails. And Flynn, moments before you come in contact with this lava, Belfie screeching in your ear. You see.
I'm sorry.
You see what looks to be like an alchemical circle appear on the top of the lava, and in a flash of light, you and Belfie are both rolling back onto the stone floor, about 10 feet back where you were, as if you've almost landed on some sort of transportation portal.
I learned magic. Guys, did you see that?
Yeah, good job, Flynn. It's very nice magic.
As
That's okay, bud.
and with that, one more thing happens, which is as you are recovering from your miraculous escape, you see behind your little crowd, Vincent, who had lifted his hands in some manner, kind of staggers and then collapses. I'll put him, he's gonna fall to the ground now.
He thought about it first. Also, I 2 things. So the Eldritch Blast did damage, right? But we didn't do damage.
Oh, yeah, if
It
you could-
should've- It
Oh,
did
but I
how
was-
much? Hold on.
I was
8
gonna say
damage?
also. I was gonna say I hate to be the snitch, but I think that also breaks the charm on the guards once you start it.
Does.
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does.
Attacked one of their cohorts.
What was the damage on that Eldritch Blast?
8.
8? I'm gonna need Flynn to take that damage as well.
Womp womp.
Yep,
Womp
all part
womp.
of the plan.
And with that, Belfie is quite angry as she turns to you, and she goes, "That was like so uncool," and I'm gonna need you all to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
What? No. We have like another 20 minutes of conversation.
We got a couple more persuasion rolls.
And guess what I have? I have a build your own initiative order. Woo!
Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa.
I think you're going to need to put
might
me in
show
the
up.
first spot because I did get a 5, so it's probably gonna go first.
I mean,
I
that
got
only
it,
seems
guys.
reasonable.
But it's not showing up.
Lynn
on-
gets the 21,
21.
and he will profusely apologize for 6 seconds.
All right. Belfie got an 11 for those interested. That's here I can go ahead and start. We'll put Pewter probably back here. Just a hunch.
Okay.
Flynn's probably towards the front. Let's see where the cultists are gonna move as a unit. Okay, the cultists got a 16. So
Ooh. How many cultists are there? I
there
never
are
got a
2
count.
cultists.
Oh, that's it. The two I charmed were all the cultists.
There's 2 cultists plus Belfie in the room currently.
Got it.
What did Herb and Priz roll?
7.
7
12.
and 12. Okay. So then I have Flynn and then the cultists. Put the cultists here. Isn't this fun? Isn't this good gameplay?
I'm
do like
glued to my seat.
I
The
am
12
so excited.
from Priz. We're gonna put Priz here. Oh, I didn't roll for Vince. Vince is unconscious right now. We'll put him.
Herb,
Initiative 0.
Yeah, he's gonna
getting
sit in the
unsupervised
corner up here.
Herb getting unsupervised access to cocaine in the middle of a
Yeah,
negotiation.
he is going to be
Not a
using
good
cocaine
idea.
throughout the entire battle. We will deal with
You
that.
see Miss Tuffet fly by. Well, there she goes.
Yeah. And then Belfie, and then Herb with the 7, and then we've got Pewter with the 5. I'm gonna make this look pretty, but yeah, that's the turn order. Yay. Which means that at the top of the order is Flynn.
Okay, look, I don't know what was going on, but that was not what we intended. I just learned magic, and I do not want to hurt you. So just stay down. Stay down. And I stand up, and I will save my action to hit anybody that comes within the range. That's an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use a key point to do patient defense
Okay.
as my bonus action.
Alrighty. In that case,
Yep.
it will move to the cultist's turn. And they have quickly snapped out of their dance trance, and withdrawn their crossbows once again, and aimed it at you all. I'll say that both of them right now are trained on Herb, because he was the one that most recently attacked. So they are going to both fire their crossbows at you.
Interesting.
Phew, I thought me standing over their cult leader was going to be an issue, but Herb, you get him.
Yeah.
They don't trust their aim. Does a 18 hit?
It might, yeah.
just perhaps.
It just might.
Just might.
Just might.
Alrighty. And to keep you all in suspense, Herb, you sustain a whole 5 damage. Woo.
Oh, okay. So
Is that from each person?
No, that's from one.
I think I only got hit once.
The other,
Or maybe.
who was aiming his crossbow at you, actually looks around and lowers his crossbow, before taking a step back and beginning to chant. And all around you, you see as the earth starts displacing, and 5 skeletons pry their way out of the earth. Surprise! There was a skeleton
Should've seen
here
this one coming.
the whole time. He was lurking in the turn order.
And now we can switch the break
Where-
music
where-
to the combat music.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Where
Oopsies.
and relative to us, where did they appear?
They are all around the battlefield. Here, let me turn up the music a little bit.
Are there any in the cage with me?
No, none are in the cage with you. Actually, you're
I
good and
hear.
settled in the cage.
I feel very safe.
Yeah. And we're gonna put them at the end of the turn order. But there are 5 skeletons shambling all around you and looking quite peeved. So
I can tell by the eyebrows.
yeah, they're very angry, as you can see.
They keep saying rest in peace, but these look really mad.
Where's my angry? There she is. Next up is Priz.
Right. Okay then. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, as my bonus action, I'm going to do Bardic Inspiration, and I'm going to use the Mantle of Inspiration to heal up to 3 creatures. It can hear me. In this case, it's Flynn who took a hit and Herb who took a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's automatic. They get a 8 hit points, 8 temporary hit points.
Huge.
Exactly what a stone's throw did. Perfect.
Yeah, so they get that above, even like Herb gets that above whatever he's got lost, right? So
Oh, do I?
it's 8 temporary hit points. So
Oh,
just till the battle's-
okay. I see. It's temporary. Okay.
Oh, it's 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just till the end of the battle. Okay, and moving on, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Shatter,
Okay.
level 2, and I'm going to aim that 10-foot radius. I want it to be where the 2 cultists are in front of me.
Okay. So where the cultists are currently, relative to you guys, we're gonna say you do risk putting the fire elemental in the radius because they walked over to let her out, so they're still kind of standing over near the cage. And we'll say that one of the skeletons is in range as well. So you'd be hitting 2 cultists, the skeleton, and the fire elemental.
Yeah, I hate to do that, but yeah, it is what it is. I wouldn't know that. Okay.
Would it break the cage? Isn't it like inorganic material does extra damage against it or something?
Oh yeah. It says a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. But it says a non. Oh wait. Here, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell radius. So the cage is not being worn or carried. So it's non-magical. So yeah, the cage would take the hit as well.
Okay.
The
So
lock would hit.
technically, maybe the fire elemental is wearing the cage because she is inside of the cage.
Aren't we all wearing a cage deep down?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I just had to make sure my stone friend wasn't in there because he would.
Yeah, this is
no,
good to know.
I warned him when he put that spell in his list that I said Pewter should not ever get caught in this radius because he will take double
he has
damage from it.
Yeah, it's double damage. Yeah, that's bad. So
I
the
can
cell
take
should
it.
Okay, so I'm going to roll that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at level 2. I
At
rolled a
least
5.
Fire.
Okay. Is that they take half damage on a? Or wait, is it just a fail?
Yeah, it's. Oh wait, why'd I roll? I'm sorry. I was rolling damage. I'm sorry. A sudden creature takes 3d8 if they fail the Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What is the Constitution?
And half as much.
What do they have to meet?
14.
14. All right. Oof. Big oof. All right. Both cultists fail. Fire elemental fails. And the skeleton fails. Everyone fails.
How did the cage do? How did the cage do?
Well, the cage, doesn't roll. It's just
How
gonna be based
wise
on
is
how
the
much.
cage?
It's gonna. Well, it's not wisdom. It's constitution. So how sturdy is the cage? How much damage do you do?
For a fail is 3d8 thunder
Yes.
damage.
So go ahead and roll those for me.
Okay.
So I thought you rolled the 5.
Roll the
Yeah.
first one. Do I roll it 3 times?
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
a
rolled.
D8. Wait, so okay, so you rolled the 3d8 on D&D Beyond and it told you 5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
shattered.
looking at it on
Yeah,
the
it's-
log.
It's
Yeah, it's
2
2 plus 2
plus
plus
2
1.
plus 1.
Ah,
It's
okay.
a terrible roll. Yes.
5 whole
24.
damage. Yeah. So you
Good news for the fire elemental though, because
Yeah.
I hope we don't kill her. That'd be our second one in one day.
You cast this, and there's a ear-piercing screech, even for people who are outside the bubble. And inside, you see them kind of cover their ears. The flame elemental doesn't, mostly because they do not have ears. And the skeleton sort of just staggers and is like, "Rah!" Whatever skeletons sound like. I can't make bone rattling sounds with my mouth. But you see the cage rattle as the lock looks compromised, but has not quite come off. But you do see, like, as that happens, the flame elemental snaps to look at that, and you see them kind of float over to it. Something worth noting, here, I actually have the flame elemental, because you wouldn't know what they look like. Nope, well, not in the turn order. Where are you? There you are. There they are.
Oh,
Oh, hey, it's Iggy.
put some clothes on, man.
And I will say this one looks a lot more like a standard fire elemental that you all would have been used to seeing. Again, Iggy is actually the outlier, and they have not spoken any common at this point. They haven't really spoken at all.
Isn't Pewter also not wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I realized this after I pointed it out.
I do love the idea that Pewter is just in this fight, like, sitting on a bench eating popcorn.
I'm talking to the fire elemental. That's all my turn's gonna be like. So, how's it going? Cage life, am I right?
We'll get to that, because that's a thing that you can do if you so choose. Alright, so 5 damage to... Alright. I will say, the fire elemental will remember this, Priz. Next up is Belfie, who is also quite angry. And she goes, "Oh my god! How dare you!" And she's going to turn and slap Flynn, since Flynn is standing directly to her right.
Hey, what do you... What? No.
And she's going to slap him with her claws, so it hurts a little bit more. Her freshly manicured claws. That is an 18 to hit.
Well, funny enough, 15 is my armor class.
Ah, well, she actually did roll she rolled a 15 on the dice. All right, and that is 8 points of damage.
You see why I'm throwing those points your way, Flynn.
Yeah. And she leaves a fresh scar or scratch on your cheek as she slaps you, and she's like, "You're like so rude." And then she is going to try and skitter past you, back kind of towards her cultists.
Could I switch my attack to a grapple since I was holding it?
Yeah.
I am not strong, but then again,
Neither
she's
is
almost
she.
a foot shorter than me.
There's a reason I use the phrase
So-
skitter.
Okay, so target must succeed on a strength/dex. It chooses which. So
Alrighty. She will choose Dex.
okay.
And she rolled a 3.
All right, that does not beat my 11. So
Yeah. I mean, it was a 5 with modifiers, but yeah, you grapple her successfully, and she kind of starts like yowling. She's like, "Oh my god, like get off of me! You're like so weird and creepy and gross." And she's
Wait,
kind
no, that's not what this is. Oh, you're making a beer.
And that's her turn. Herb, you are up.
Okay, so I'll probably be asking this every turn. Is there, if you draw a line between me and all 3 enemies, Is there lava 10 feet behind any of them?
No, so all of them are on your. So you're kind of near the lava at this point.
Okay.
All of them are on the other side. No one spawned in
Okay.
on the side of the lava moat.
I see. What about the skeletons? I guess the skeletons are.
We'll say one skeleton was a real dummy and crawled into existence a little bit too close to the lava.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's? I guess I'll target the crossbowman who hit me.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll just use Eldritch Blast on him.
alrighty. Good old reliable.
Actually, first I'm gonna hex him with my bonus action. Oh, I didn't mean to roll that.
Put some
I could
spice on
cast
it.
it
Alrighty.
instead. All right. That'll be 6 extra damage if I hit, so it's 19 to hit,
Okay.
and then that'd be 4 damage plus the 6 with hex on the crossbowman.
Wait, so he has to roll a 19?
No, I rolled 19 to hit.
Oh,
with
yes.
Eldritch
Okay, that does
Blast,
hit. Yes.
And then hex adds damage if I hit.
Ah, yes.
So
A 19
10
does
damage.
hit. All right. So how much damage does he take?
10 total.
10 total already.
And he also gets flung back 10 feet.
Yeah,
Wherever that
you
is.
see him fly back actually into the cage, which again rattles. And you actually see as he makes contact with the cage, you see very quickly the flame elemental fly over to the side and swing her arm out to hold him up against the cage, as she's clearly trying to get out.
That's gotta hurt. Isn't she made of fire?
Yeah. Oh, he's started kind of like clawing at it. But she's very conveniently only corporeal when she needs to be. So his hands are just sort of flying through the fire. But yeah, he's screeching out as he's getting burned. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Pewter.
Okay, so I see one of the cultists is being barbecued against the other cage.
Yes.
And the other one, is he still standing? Because this guy got launched into the cage. Is the other one still standing next to the cage too?
Yes.
All right. So first, I'm going to try to open the cage. Is it actually locked?
Belfie did actually lock it. Yes.
Okay, that's unfortunate. I think that I could spend time breaking this down, but instead I feel like maybe if I show everybody the power of the boulder, then they will want to join and they will reconsider. So I'm going to use kind of just like a party trick I learned. And my chest, like the big gem in my chest, is going to start to glow like vibrant electric blue. And then I'm going to cast Moonbeam, which I did look it up. You can cast in a cave. I was curious.
Okay.
It just comes down. It just like glitches through the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Conveniently, like some stones fall out of the ceiling in a perfectly sized hole. Like shows up in the ceiling.
That's the power of the boulder, you
Yes.
know. But a big, dim, like ghostly blue cylinder of 5-foot radius appears, and I'm going to try to get both the cultists in it if I can.
What's the radius on that?
5-foot radius, so
Okay.
it can take up like 4 squares, basically. Right?
I will say I don't. With the cultist getting knocked back into the cage, I don't know if they're still within 5 feet of each other. Well, how about this? You can get both the cultists, but again, you're going to get the fire elemental.
Well, the question is, can she burn? Oh, this is radiant damage, I guess. Okay. Well, I'll just get the other cultist who's not being grilled against the
Okay.
cage because he probably feels left out.
There's a lot of
Probably.
skeletons too.
I don't know if I guess radiant damage would be good against skeletons. Would
Yeah. I'll say, because I did say there was a skeleton over by the cultists, if you move it so it doesn't include the one that's up against the cage, you could probably get the other skeleton.
Okay, I'll get the skeleton and the cultists
Okay.
that are away from the cage,
Alrighty.
and they have to make a con saving throw
Alrighty.
for 14.
I'll roll the cultist first. That is a 10, so the cultist fails. And then
That's
the
good.
skeleton rolled a 14, so that succeeds.
That sounds
Yeah,
sounds right.
Yes. The
So he takes half
skeleton.
damage.
Okay. So normal damage
So-
because radiant.
Normal. Oh, true. Well, then it's 7 across the board.
7 across the board. Alrighty. Yeah, the getting barbecued in a different way. The cultists...
And I'm also sorry.
No, you're fine. They're not having a good time.
And I'm gonna use. I'm also gonna use Shield of Faith as a bonus action,
Okay. Are you...
and I'm going to cast it on Flynn because he's kind of getting beat up a little bit, and
Okay.
so he gets +2 bonus. So I'm going to point at Flynn and go, "Hey, you're doing great, little buddy. Let the power of the boulder flow through you, and you're gonna feel like you've got +2 armor class.
Her nails are really sharp. Ah!
You're doing so good. Also, keep an eye out. I have lost track of Miss Tuffet. I have no idea where she is. We should really be aware of that situation.
In the
None of us."
distance, you hear like a bah, except it's distorted and low. It's like-
Someone's screaming.
And all right. In that case, do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's just I roll my maul across the bars of the cage, so it's like
Just like you just tap in at like the yeah. All right. Next up then is the skeletons. All right. So there is the skeleton that just got hit with the moonbeam. There is the one that is by the lava. There is, and then the other 3 I believe have just been around. They're kind of just surrounding you guys. I'll say there's one closer to Pewter's cage. And then there's 2 that are kind of by Priz. And we'll say one by Priz, one by Flynn. And they're all just going to kind of attack. So we're going to say Moonbeam Skeleton is going to start shambling towards Pewter's cage. Well, actually, okay. Moonbeam Skeleton, sorry, the skeletons are in different locations than I thought they'd be. Skeleton Moonbeam is going to go try and attack the fire elemental in the cage, because pretty light. And I roll, but I don't think he even can hit her. Yeah. He's just also clawing at the fire, and it is also not doing anything. The skeleton by Pewter's cage is going to attack Pewter, trying to through the bars. So I'm going to give the skeleton disadvantage. All right, that's... All right, then 9 plus... 12 doesn't hit, right?
No, it doesn't, but I'm going to give him words of encouragement as it's like harmlessly bouncing off of me because he's got he can barely get in through the cage. You know, if you let the boulder into your life, these scrawny bones could be much sturdier rocks, I don't know exactly how it works. But that sounds like something that could be coming in your way.
Yeah, he's just sort of aimlessly clawing at you. Really doesn't seem to be taking your words to heart, which is a little rude on his part. The lava moat one is going to attack Herb, and also rolled a 12.
It doesn't hit.
All right. Just real bad rolls all around for these skeletons. They're really not pulling their weight. Oh my god. Okay. The one that attacks Priz also rolled a 12.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to push the roll so bad. It's okay. We get it.
Literally, I've rolled the same roll 3 times in a row. What is Priz's armor class?
What do you need it to be? No, 14.
Okay, yeah. All right. Also Mrs. Priz. And finally, one is going to attack Flynn. We're
And
gonna
I forgot to
see-
say this with Belfie, but it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
since I'm patient defense.
All
He
right.
does have +2 armor.
But both of those things, yes.
All right, that's a nat 1. So,
D6
the
blows.
first one was a 19 for the record. But yeah, the skeleton you see kind of shambles towards you, but you can kind of like it's not intelligent, obviously, but it can clearly tell that it's not supposed to be attacking Belfi. And so like it keeps getting confused when it tries to swing because you're like grappling Belfi.
It's like an awkward dance where like
Yeah.
I'm dodging but pushing her out of the way so she doesn't get hit too.
You just hear the skeleton being like,
Call him off.
"Arr, arr, arr." And as Belfi is kind of flailing around, you actually see her tail swing out and smack his not a femur, like shin bone.
Connected to the ankle.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
what's it connected to?
leg bone's connected to the leg bone.
Not for long.
Yeah.
What is it? What's that? What do we call the shin bone again?
Fibula.
Is fibula?
Oh.
Tibula.
Yeah. Because I was
Fibula,
thinking
fibula.
ulnar, but that's on the arm.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
you get those in the stomach.
and knocks it out, causing him to stagger. So that skeleton is now on one leg, quite literally.
Herb went to Goblin Medical School.
Add it to the list of lore. All right, so I believe that's all the skeletons. Because that was lava skeleton, both cage skeletons, and then Priz skeleton and Flynn skeleton. Cool. All right. In that case, Vince isn't really in the turn order. He's still unconscious on the ground. It's a miracle he hasn't been stepped on. Next up is Flynn.
Okay. Like realizing like I have hands full of Belfi, who's just being the most awkward
True.
person right now, making me awkward, and you know, it's not a good situation. I will let go briefly to turn and try to attack the skeleton. Just please stop it. This big old misunderstanding. As I go to whack the skeleton, one-legged skeleton in front of me.
Alrighty.
So I will go ahead and roll to hit.
I'll give you advantage because he's not exactly good at dodging at the moment.
Well, better the first one. 16 on the first hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, I will go ahead and pump a Hand of Harm in addition to the damage. And I just realized it's necrotic damage, so it might not do a single thing. But I will do 8 unarmed strike and then 6 necrotic.
All right. So 8 plus 6, that is 14. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Skeletons are very early enemies, meaning they actually don't have any immunities. Well, they do, but not to necrotic damage. So you're good. With 14, you reduce him to a pile of bones. You knock out that other leg, and he just sort of rattles into a pile. Clearly no longer
You would-
animated.
If you would allow me, instead of using my additional attacks, I'll use my bonus action to like spin and then grab her again to continue the grapple.
Yeah. I'm imagining this whole attack was done while also still kind of grappling Belfi. I'll have her roll a strength check to see if she can get out of your grapple.
Yeah, I said 11. It's actually 10, so it's not it's not hard to get out.
Yeah, she rolled a 7, so her strength is not phenomenal.
The weak fighting the weak. Got it.
Yeah, it's this is full on again with the Looney Tunes. It's the like dust cloud with the arms and legs shooting out of it. All right, is that it for your turn?
That'll be it.
Alrighty. Next up are the cultists, both of which are having a not great time, but one of which is having a significantly worse time, which is the one that is currently dealing with the fire elemental. He's kind of screaming as he's trying to get her arm off of him, and he is going to attempt to make a burst attack at her. Oh my god. Alright, that is a 3 plus 7, so that's a 10, which does not hit her. These are just the most incompetent enemies.
I feel like that's on brand though.
Yeah, and this is a real, like, it's just, these are some real minion type situations.
Yeah,
Like, they're like
goons.
lackeys, yeah.
I'll get him, boss.
Yeah, I got him, boss. The joke is that they do not, in fact, got him. He misses, and he's actually going to take damage due to the extended burns. That's another 4 damage of flame. As he's shouting. And the one that hit with the moonbeam looks quite peeved, and he is going to attack Pewter. Again, shooting an arcane burst toward him.
I'm waving at him.
That is a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yay, damage! Oh, I'm so proud of them.
Don't get too excited.
All right. Where are my? These guys. Okay. So, ooh, that is 20 damage.
Oh, well, I'm going to use Stone's Endurance as a reaction.
Okay.
To reduce that incoming damage a little bit.
Alrighty.
It's 1d12 plus your Constitution modifier, which is plus 3. So, roll the d12. 11 plus 3, so minus 14 to, what'd you say, 20?
20, yeah. So you take 6 damage.
6 damage.
As something
So
similar to an Eldritch Blast. Do you have resistance to necrotic damage?
I don't think so.
Okay. I didn't think so, but just double checking. It is necrotic damage.
I think I have advantage to being poisoned, though.
Ah, okay. All right. In that case, you take 6 damage, and that is the cultist's turn. So Priz, you are up.
So question.
Mhm.
Do fire elementals burn? They be burned. Do they fire damage?
There's only one way to find out.
Is the skeleton that tried to hit her, like going through the cage trying to strike her, is it in contact with the cage?
It is, yeah. I'd say it's doing the zombie thing where it's kind of leaning up against the bars and flailing its arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So both of them are in contact with the cage.
Right.
I'm gonna
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to assume that they don't burn. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to cast Heat Metal. I'm going to do Heat Metal. I'm going to do a level 2. Choose a metal object. Any metal object, weapon, armor, whatever. It's going to cause it to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage.
Alrighty.
And when you cast it, until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each subsequent turn to do roll for more damage.
Okay.
They can't. Okay. All right. So
So they
I'm
just
going
take that if they're touching it.
Yeah, there's no save. I mean, I guess it's, they
Yeah,
can't.
go ahead and
just-
roll
it
the
is-
2d10 for me.
It is what it is. Okay.
You guys can't hear the music that's playing. It's some old
7. Sorry, 7 plus 6, so 13.
13. Alrighty. You guys can't hear the music that's playing. It's from the Western town, but it's great and I love it. I'm glad I got another use out of it. All right. The cultist who is up against the bars is not looking too hot. Well, actually, he is looking very hot, uncomfortably so. But he's not looking good. And the skeleton also. You said it was 13?
Yes.
Yeah. The skeleton, you see the bones start kind of like melting a bit. As they're trying to like pull back off the metal, you see as both of the arms are pulled off, and as it kind of stumbles backwards, it collapses to the ground into a pile of bones. Defeated. And the other cultist is still shouting in pain. The fire elemental seems unfazed. And if you didn't know any better, it almost looked like they gave you a little nod of approval.
Yep. Changed up my style there for the fire elemental.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't know. It doesn't say anything about whether heating it to that extent would do any damage to the lock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We'll say that because you were aiming for the bars, they're not up against the lock right now. So, you can probably heat. You're not heating the entire cage. You're heating the bars that they were making contact with. Yeah. Next up, do you have anything else to do on your turn?
I apologize.
That was the end of the turn. It's just
I think
Oh,
she
he apologized.
apologized.
That his-
to the
okay.
cultist. That was the last. And I'm sorry.
That was my bonus action. I think was actually apologize. Hold on one sec. Bonus action. So sorry.
Cultists are staring at me at this point. What is
Yes.
this? What did you say?
I want to do. I want to do healing word on who was it that took a hit? Flynn.
Is healing word, so the heat metal was your action. Is healing
Yes.
word a bonus action?
Yes, it's
Okay.
a bonus action.
Or you're healing Flynn?
Yeah, I think it was Flynn that took a hit from her.
Funny enough,
yes.
the scratch hit the temporary hit points. The rock left a giant black eye. So,
I as my bonus action, creature of your choice that I can see within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you're within
yes,
60 feet.
So yes, so I'm gonna do that. It's my bonus action, and he gets a 1d4 plus your spell casting modifier
Alrighty.
ability. So at higher levels, I'm gonna do it at healing word level 1.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll for me.
Healing word.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, it's
6.
6. All right, Flynn, you get 6 hit points back. Woo!
Whew.
We'll
Now
see
I
if
feel better.
we'll see if Belfie immediately knocks it back off again.
Like his eye unswells, and then she punches the same eye and it respells.
You see as you're kind of grappling with her, she tries to turn to face you, and she has bubble gum that she's been blowing this whole time, and you see her turn and spit the gum out, and then you see her kind of reel back, and she is going to attempt to breathe fire on you.
See, I was upset about the gum, so whatever happens, happens. But the gum in my hair is just the worst offense.
All right. Sorry, I have
Can you like deflect projectiles coming at you? You could throw it back at her or something.
I mean, I don't think fire is a projectile unless it's herb that's casting it.
I meant the gum.
You actually are rolling to save here. So it is when you breath weapon creature
Dexterity saving throw, dexterity
DC for
saving
this
throw.
throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier. Oh, it's her Constitution modifier. Oops, brain's melting. Hold. Should have had this prepped. All right. So you
You're
have
good.
to
It's hot,
roll.
man.
Oh, plus
Oh,
proficiency. All right. You're gonna need to roll a 13.
What saving throw?
Constitution.
Oh, couldn't be Dex.
Yeah, that ain't happening. That's a 6.
6. Yeah. All right. That is 9 points of fire damage. And she goes, "That's what you get. You made me spit out my gum." And
It is hardened. My hair like Play-Doh. Oh.
yeah, you actually
You are
see.
becoming one with the boulder. The boulder's power is coursing through you.
And she's actually going to use her bonus action to attempt to reach into her pocket to retrieve more chewing gum. That is her turn.
I'm trying not to hurt you, but you're making it really hard.
Herb, you are up.
So, sorry, there's a lot of people to keep track of here. Is the crossbowman, how's he doing?
The
Well,
crossbowman is the one that is currently being held up against the cage, I believe.
Okay, so but he's still conscious or
He's
alive?
he's still conscious,
Okay.
barely. He's
All
he's
right.
struggling.
Well, I'm going to throw a rock at him.
Okay.
I'm trying to change
Put him
that.
out of his misery, yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go. Eldritch Blast, the first one. It's an 11.
All right. That does not hit.
Okay, I'm at the second one. A 16.
That does.
So then I do. Hold on. Eldritch Blast damage. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Yeah, you chuck this rock at him, and it's honestly probably a relief between getting scorched by the flame elemental, being scorched by the metal bars that he's being held against, and he was in a lot of agony as you hear that like thunk as the rock collides. You see him go limp across the bars, and after a moment, you see the flame elemental release him as he kind of slumps onto the ground. And she actually floats over to the lock, and you see her put her hand around the lock, and you see the metal turning red hot as she
Could have done that.
as she
the whole
pulls. She didn't think about it until Priz melted the bars, alright? She spends most of her time on the elemental plane of fire, alright? She doesn't see a lot of metal. But yeah, so she's taken that lock off. Alright, do you have any other actions on your turn?
No, I think I'm good.
Alright. Pewter, you are up.
So I made an error. I did Moonbeam so I could move it around since I'm stuck in the cage, but then I immediately cast Shield of Faith, which is also concentration on Flynn. So the Moonbeam immediately disappears after one turn.
Also, real quick, I was looking through my features and traits. When I reduce a hostile creature to 0 HP, I gain 7 temporary HP. It's like my
sick.
Dark One's blessing, so just letting you know.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
The Dark One gave you a blessing. It's like, congrats
Yeah,
on putting that guy
great
out of his
goblin.
misery. Yeah, it was honestly like a little reward, like you did the right thing. The Great Goblin will remember this.
Shadow Fist comes from the ground. Give me nooks, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to. I actually see also what the Flame Elemental's doing with her lock, and I'm like, oh, I could probably do that. And so I'm gonna walk over to mine and put my hand around it and try to.
Super.
Can I use a? No, I'm gonna just try to break it off.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a strike check for me.
Okay.
This could be setting a very dangerous precedent. Every
Every lock door.
every lock has to be significantly stronger.
I got a 16.
All right. Yeah, you managed to just shatter it in your hand.
Okay, alright, see, alright. And I pop the door open, and I lock eyes with the guy who hit me with the surprisingly powerful magic attack, and I
You
start
j-
trudging over to him.
You just hear him go, "Oh!"
Okay, I think I have to give you a hands-on experience of what the boulder can do. And am I close enough? Could I? It's okay if I can't. This is probably an action to open the lock. I was gonna say I have 2 attacks, but I guess that wouldn't apply to
I'll give it to you.
breaking. Okay, well, can I use my second attack on him? Is he close enough to walk over there?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right, so I pick up my maul and I swing it around. I only do a 12 to hit, though.
That, I think, actually does hit. They're wearing robes. It's not the best armor.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, then I am going to... I'm going to juice it with a Divine Smite.
Alrighty.
So it's going to do 2d6 plus 4. Oh, wow, that was a really good roll. So 15 damage. And then also add a Divine Smite on top of that, which is... they make it hard to find. It's an extra 2d8. Okay.
Okay.
2d8. It's an extra 8.
Okay. So how
So
much
whatever
was it in
15
total?
plus 8 is.
22.
22. All right. Yeah, you
Thank you, Chris.
you can count on
I'm
Chris
good
to
for
do
the math.
counting. Yeah. You swing this maul back, and you clock him in the chin, and he does a full 360 spin in the air and lands on the ground. He is still conscious, but I am gonna say he's prone just because of how strong that hit was.
He wishes he was not conscious. Okay, that'll teach you. No more funny business, mister.
Alrighty. Next up is the skeletons. We are down 2. 2 have died, so we are 3 remaining. One of which was actually over near your cage, Pewter, and he's going to shamble towards you, fruitlessly chasing after you as you left. And he's going to attempt to swing at you from behind. Oh my god. I'm incapable of rolling well tonight. That
It's
is
almost humorous.
yeah, that's a 9. That's not gonna hit. Yeah, you feel someone gently scratching your back.
Oh, someone's tickling me. What is
Yes.
going on here?
And yeah, that's that one. Next up is so lava one's down, the other cage one is down, so there's the one near Priz and the one near Flynn. Or no, the Flynn one's down too. So wait, no, the
And
lava
Herbs.
one, yeah, Herbs, okay. So one's gonna attack Herbs, one's gonna attack Priz. My god, okay, Herbs misses. Yeah, it's just rolled a 2. And then the one that attacked Priz, that is a 14.
My armor's 14.
Okay, so meet it. So that counts. Finally, the skeletons are trying so hard, alright? You gotta give them something. They
I'm
don't
so
even
happy to
do
be the
that
one
much
that finally
damage.
gives skeleton a break.
Yeah.
It's at this point we look at the grave site for where they're all buried. It's like, rest in peace, those who have died of severe arthritis and brittle
It's
bone
like,
syndrome.
yeah, a horrible accident happened at the Brittle Bones Club. Yeah.
Osteoporosis warriors.
You're almost a little caught up in your relief that, oh, these skeletons aren't really doing that much. That when one slaps you across the face, it throws you a bit for a loop and does 8 damage. That is max damage roll for the skeleton, for the record. You tried so hard and got so far.
In the
Okay. Well, I'll go sum up then, right? Is that the last skeleton?
That's the skeleton, so it's actually Flynn's turn.
It's okay. You just skipped like
2 people, yeah.
a third of the initiative.
It was the punch. It was the punch to the face.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lost all track
Threw
of
you
who
off
I
a little
was.
bit.
Okay, Miss Belfie, this ends now.
I look around as I'm grappling her, and I will, in a feat of strength, pick her up over my shoulder, and even at half movement while grappled, I can dash and take Step of the Wind.
Okay.
So that's still 70 feet of movement.
Alrighty.
that was the halved. So I will charge over to back to the edge of the lava and hold her so her feet are like on the edge, and I'm just holding her by her shirt.
You
Tell them to stop now.
She's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, totally don't do that. Like, seriously, don't do that. Please don't do that. Seriously, put me down.
You breathe fire on me one more time, I will think about maybe not pulling you back up to safety. Maybe.
I'm not gonna, I'm like totally not gonna breathe fire on you. Like, I never even breathed fire on you. That was probably just like your imagination or whatever.
You better be careful because I'm allergic to lava and I'm feeling a sneeze coming on.
No.
And that's going to be my intimidation.
Okay.
And that's
Very intimidating.
Can you roll for intimidation for me?
sure.
A lot of allergy.
Oh, that was almost a natural one.
Oh.
15.
15. She goes, okay, if you put me down, I like promise I won't breathe fire on you. Not that I like ever did, potentially.
I'll think about it. But that was all my head of my turn,
Okay.
as Chris would say.
Next up is the remaining cultist, who is prone. So he's gonna spend half his movement standing up. And he's going to once again throw one of those blasts at Pewter in kind of a last-ditch attempt to get him away. He is very, very frightened of Pewter.
Don't even do it, mister. Think about what you're doing.
And the fear has charged him with a nat 20.
Wow.
The highest
Whoa.
thing I've rolled all night. So that is a 27 in total.
That will hit.
Yeah, and then and damage wise, that is is that a 6 or a 9?
It's a 6. I just feel it.
That is 23 points of damage.
What's this guy? Why is this guy not in charge?
Yeah, this guy maybe should get a promotion.
Slap fight over here, and all the minions are kicking ass.
Oh wait, no,
I'll-
that can't be right.
wait.
No, sorry. 22. My math was
much
wrong.
better.
22.
I'm going
a quick
to
question.
use Stone's endurance again really quick.
Okay. To be fair, that was a crit.
Yes, that's true.
Maggie, quick question. When
Yes.
I did the 3 people with the +8 temporary,
Uh-huh.
3, but Pewter would be one of those, right? I would just do it with my team.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if Pewter put the +8 temporary points. Never mind.
I totally did. And I'm not
Rapid clicking in the background.
That right now, adding it on.
Clicking in the background.
But I reduced the damage by 10, so it does 12.
All right.
And then after going through my temporary hit points, only does probably 4? That sounds right.
8. Wait, hold on. Wait, so it's 8 and then 12. So yeah, 4 sounds right. Yeah. Listen, I draw pictures.
just
all
kind
right?
of,
I
like-
can't do mental math.
He hits me with this bolt of energy, and it does not make, like, he felt like he did the spell
Yeah,
perfectly.
he was so
right?
proud of
But
himself.
It doesn't have the impact he was hoping for.
You it like you recoil for a bit and then you just slowly turn back to him and he just once again goes, oh! And he's going to try and use the rest of his movement to sprint the other direction. You may take an opportunity attack if you so choose.
I actually used my reaction on the damage reducing thing, the Stone's endurance.
So you will not. He scampers
That's
away.
right.
And
I wasn't gonna kill him.
as he's sprinting, he actually shoves the skeleton that was, or no, that skeleton's behind you at the moment. Never mind. Yeah, he's trying to take shelter. He knows better than to hide behind the cage because the fire elemental's still in it and clearly does not like them. But he's just looking for the largest rock that he can hunker behind and hope that you forgot that he was there. Next up is Priz.
Right. Okay, so we've got 3 skeletons left and somebody hunkering behind a rock.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with. Nobody's on the cage.
There's one right
the one
in
that
front
went
of you.
hid behind the. Right. But the one that ran away, is he near another skeleton?
No. There are only 3 skeletons. There's one near Herb, one near Priz, and then one that is behind Pewter.
Okay, I just didn't know where the rock was that he's hiding behind, because that guy's got a wicked blast. Right. I will do a straight up attack on the skeleton who is in front of me.
All right. Can you do a straight up roll?
Yes, I am going to start with my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
22.
That does hit.
Okay. And the damage is 7.
Okay.
In my bonus action, I will do a rapier.
Well, it's the other way around, but yeah. Dagger's always going to be your bonus action. Rapier's always going to be your main action.
Oh, well, okay, I rolled a nat 20 for that other one.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it did 12 damage.
So, did you double it, or is that just what it says?
No, it says, it says crit. It says 3 plus 6 plus 3.
So
It's
you...
2d8 plus 3.
Yes. So, you rolled a
What's your normal
12.
damage?
Yes.
Okay, so you rolled a 12, so you did 24.
No. It's 2d8 plus 3.
Yes, but you
So-
got a crit, which doubles your damage.
But
Oh,
okay, what's the
24 then.
normal damage on your rapier, though?
I think it sounds like it might have already did
Yeah,
the
I
double.
think it might
okay.
have already doubled
All right,
it.
cool.
Well, 2d8 was a 3
What's
plus
but
6.
is a rapier
plus
normally
3.
a
It's
rapier?
1d8.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so it already
one
did.
D8.
Yeah.
Already
Oh, it did 2d8. Yeah, it already doubled
doesn't
I'm sorry,
matter.
Yeah, so
You
Yes,
you
12.
behead this skeleton real quick.
But how dead is he?
You
It's a skeleton hell.
it's very much like he slapped you and then you just pulled out a sword and decapitated him. It was yeah, his head goes flying into the lava where it lands with a psst and kind of just disappears into a poof of smoke. And the headless skeletal corpse just clatters to the ground. All right. Do you have anything else on your turn? Alrighty. It is Belfie's turn. She is currently being suspended over the lava, and she
Yeah,
just
you
goes.
saw that head? That could be you, maybe, possibly.
She goes, "Oh my god, like I don't want to be like that head, maybe, possibly. Listen, just like put me down, and I'll like do whatever you want or whatever. Like, I'll let you go, or I don't know, I don't know. Just like don't like throw me in the lava or whatever."
I need you to pinky promise.
Okay, but like I can't pinky promise unless you like put me down first.
Put you down, poor choice of words. And I'm going
No.
to try to pretend to let go, but accidentally actually let go, and then
Okay.
try to re-grab her.
All right.
Oh no.
Well,
it's a dangerous move.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna need you to make 2 checks. One, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a 25.
Okay.
okay.
You do manage to hold onto like you reconnect with the I'm gonna guess you're probably grabbing her by that huge bow in the front.
Perfect.
And so you do manage to reaffirm your grip, but I am gonna need you to make a strength check. In order to make sure that you can
Vincent,
still hold her.
Vincent, wake up! Vincent!
Vincent's
Oh
not here this
no,
time.
that's a 10.
That average, right? That's not so
Unfortunately,
bad.
you are not able to support the weight of Belfi. And I'll say it's not that it drags you in. I think you probably have enough foresight to let go. Probably. I don't know. It's up to you.
Well, does he?
Do you?
I'm just gonna roll a little wisdom check. Here. No reason. I do not have the insight.
Oh no!
It's lava. The consistency is not like water, right? It's so you've got time to reconsider. You're like dipping her in right now.
This is where you find out the lava moat's only like a foot tall.
So if you, I will use my slow fall reaction to reduce my falling damage,
Okay.
which doesn't really matter much in lava. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping it like slows anything at all for my friends to notice.
You fall forward, and Belfi lands in the lava, but you manage to, in slow motion, you're teetering towards the lava, and in a couple seconds you will follow Belfi into the lava, but you're kind of currently slowly falling in midair, slow motion towards the lava, as Belfi is eviscerated in the lava-y depths. Let me put her
Oh,
away.
she's
She's
like
no more.
dead.
I mean,
Okay.
she's in lava. So that's
I was gonna try to resuscitate her out of the lava.
she's fully
Oh,
submerged
lava.
in the lava at this point.
Give her
CPR.
Oh God! And I just
Um,
turn.
Yeah, for your turn. So for everyone else, Flynn is shouting as he's slow motion drifting towards the lava.
Also, to all of us, it looked like he just held her over the lava, threatened her, and then threw her in the lava.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he just dipped. It looks like he executed her from
Yeah.
from the air.
There's a lot meaner than he looks. You know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
Flynn is
cultist's
hard.
turn, and he saw that happen. He once again just went, "Oh!" He just
I'm like already crying tears, but you know, you guys don't see it. It's too far away. The lava's sizzling them against my cheeks.
yeah. You
Yeah, they're
they're
evaporating
landing in the
immediately.
lava, and there's like that tss, 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 as they you
Herb and
you-
I are just looking at each other like, what the hell?
I'm still on magic cocaine. I think I'm delighted that's what's happening.
the final cultist is going to use Misty Step to port across the lava moat, and then he is going to sprint for the exit. He is trying his best to get out there. He's about halfway up that staircase that you guys came down, and that's going to be his turn. Priz? Priz?
It's time for his cat nap. Sorry, Flynn. If he doesn't get his cat nap, he's just so grumpy the rest of the day.
Chris, I know it's so warm in here, but please. Okay, and he's
There's something
No,
about
he's
Priz's
not.
avatar, like his avatar just staring into space. It's just,
Oh, I had my
pizza's
mic
here.
muted.
Yeah.
I had my mic muted that whole time. Oh my
he
god.
did say he'd remember that comment I made about not liking him at first. I knew it's gonna come back around.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm sitting there rambling at my mic going, why is everyone ignoring me? And it's muted. So apologies to both me and Luigi Master and everybody else out there. All right. So right. Okay, back. I'm back. So I am going to first and foremost notice Flynn's predicament as he apparently is in a homicidal rage and also contemplating suicide and is thinking, I'm going to also throw myself in the lava. That's what it looks like to me.
I mean, it's
I'm
almost like
going
it's slow
to-
motion.
Like it's I don't even know how he's doing it. It's bizarre. So I'm gonna head over to where Flynn is. How far away is he? I mean,
he's not
inside
far.
of a regular
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
All right. I don't need to do anything special. Okay. So first move, I'm gonna run over, and I'm going to grab him. Whatever I can cling to that looks sturdy on his body.
His torso would probably
and
work.
Torso. I'm going to grab his torso, and I'm going to pull him away from the precipice
Yeah.
and back onto land. Do I need to roll something?
No, you can just. I mean, well, you can roll a strength check, but it's not going to be a high
I
strength
mean,
check.
he's so small, and I've got cat reflexes.
Uh-huh.
I figured this was not a tough
Roll a
call.
strength check.
Oh god, it's gonna be like everybody's going to lava one by one.
And that one's gonna come up. Hold on. This is just. I'm scared to death because I have a -1. Okay, hold on. Sweet Jesus. 14 minus 1, 13.
All right, you're good.
Oh,
Yeah, you pull
Okay.
Flynn from the you pull Flynn from the precipice. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Oh god,
and that's.
more enemies.
Can I tell if he's taken any damage from the lava? Is there any indication of injury?
You could ask him.
Oh. How you feeling, bud?
What have I done? And I'm holding the bow in my hands that's like ripped on the sides.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. Oh god. Oh no. The goat or the horse glue or the whatever it was coming back up again.
Horse glue.
All right, you're fine, mate. I've had worse nights. All right, so now on my action, I'm going to turn around. It's the only skeleton left, the one next to Herb.
Yes. But I will say, as the cultists is sprinting up the stairs, you notice that the skeleton kind of like turns to look at him and then turns to look at you. And as the cultist clears about the halfway mark on the staircase, the skeleton collapses.
Okay.
I'll just
All right.
die.
Just because I don't know where the runaway cultist is going, and there's more cultists here, so I don't want him going and telling tales out of school, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to turn and look at the runaway cultist, who is, I assume, still well within 60 feet, right?
He used Misty
And I've
Step to
moved-
clear the moat. Yeah, but you're still on the other side of the moat.
I ran to the edge of the moat to save Flynn, so he wouldn't be 60 feet past air, right?
Well, you're not on the other side of the moat. You're up against the edge of the moat. He teleported across the river,
Oh.
And then he
Okay.
and then he ran.
Well,
Yeah.
So my question is he outside of 60 feet now from me where I got Flynn?
I think so.
Well, you would have to be the one to know.
Yes, he is.
I think he is. I don't know.
I choose to believe that his fear has driven him exactly 61 feet away from you.
Bastard! You lucky bastard!
If you hadn't
yell at
saved
him as-
Flynn, you would have gotten him, and but
I
we
could
all
have
make-
got him without wasting time on Flynn. All right, so everybody's gone. There's no more enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I look over and I want to. Well, I ran to save Flynn. If I don't attack or do anything weird, can I use my action to do my cat thing or whatever for 60 feet, or if need be, to go up? What I want to do is go unlock the cage at the fire elemental, because I never heard that lock popped.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say we're out of initiative just because most of the enemies have been
Right.
dispatched. Let me
Yeah, see,
switch
here,
off to...
herein lies the dilemma. If I'm not
That's jazz. I don't
wrong,
like the jazz.
the keys melted, and she
Also-
went in.
I have a quick thing, really, because
Yes.
it's a time-sensitive critical thing. I was waiting till my turn, but is there any chance, as soon as like we drop turn order, could Pewter sprint over and try to fish the girl out of the lava,
Sure.
the kobold,
You
before it's been too long?
Yeah. You sprint over this. I don't like this music. It's way too dramatic.
Because
Dragons might
Pewter,
have some.
Pewter could tell she was almost converted. She was like this close, and it would be the first boulder convert, and he can't let her die. So he's gonna try to reach in the lava, and while he's pulling her out, being laying on hands.
Yeah.
So he's like pumping healing into her. It's gonna be very Palpatine, pulling Anakin out of the lava. She's gonna
Right.
need a after some robot limbs.
Yeah, you
against me.
you sprint over to the lava and are quickly trying to like parse through it. I will say I don't think you're immune to fire damage, so I am gonna have you take some damage for sifting through lava.
Lava damage. Yeah,
Lava
I'm not
damage.
immune.
You are not immune to lava damage. Man, I cannot find some good music to put on. We're gonna
Yeah,
put-
my arms start to change color. They get like really brightly lit, and then they start getting a little sloopy.
That's gonna be 5 damage for.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
For sticking your arms in lava.
That's
pretty
not
bad.
terrible.
I think only Pewter would
Yeah.
only get 5 poison
Yeah.
damage.
With great despair as you are sifting through, you can't seem to find any trace of her. And oh wait, let me put the cultist away. Put him away. I do not wish to look
Or
at
is he
him.
really not 60 feet away?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But
Is he still on the stairs though?
yeah, he's still sprinting
Where's
up
he
the
going?
stairs. But I'll say when he clears the entry into the other room where you can't see him, you hear a distant screech in sheer terror, followed by horrendous blood-curdling squelch. And then a blood-soaked Miss Tuffet trots her way down the stairs.
I like how you said sheer terror.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah. And she's also coated in blood. Anyway, but additionally,
Everybody stay completely still. Her eyes cannot track movement when she's like this.
additionally, as you all are kind of standing over here, you hear a distant cackle, and you hear a voice go, "You idiots!" And at the end of the lava river, popping out, you see Belfie. She goes, "I love lava. I swim in lava all the time. It's like how I keep my skin so fresh." Anyway, later, losers. And she's gonna dive back under the lava and swim away.
That was a close one.
Do I still have the ribbon? Or
You do.
Was that just... Okay.
And perhaps this is not the last you will see of Belfie.
I think not.
Yes. She'll remember you throwing her in the lava, too.
Yes.
She doesn't know what you did.
She felt very betrayed. But yeah,
It-
four.
I'm running over the cage to try to let the fire elemental out.
Oh,
because
yes,
I'd like her
she's-
to know I'd like her to know I'm not the bad guy from the first attack, and I want to be the one to let her out if I can.
She's beaten you to the punch. You see she's ripped the lock off her cage. And she has now escaped, but she seems to have assessed that you four were not a threat. And she hisses out in a... This is the part where I determine what primordial sounds like. And I could
speak
do...
Primordial.
Oh, you do speak primordial?
Yeah, I do.
Yay! I could do
Who
a
would've thought?
serious
The other-
thing, or I could do a serious thing, or I could do the silly option. What do we think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe our primordial sounds a little bit like Pewter.
I think silly. It was silly.
Yeah.
Met.
For Pewter, you hear her go, "I have no desire to stay in this plane. You can do whatever you like, but I'm going to be heading out." And for everyone else, you hear...
We're getting little snippets.
It's like
Oh,
a dog
yeah.
whistle because I don't hear anything.
breaking the microphone.
Well-
Good to know that she's not making any noises.
when you watch the stream back, you'll hear what it sounds like.
Well, I'll say, okay, well, I just want you to know your brother was very worried about you. And this is in Primordial. And I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for me, it would sound like if I just opened my mouth and then it sounded like you were grinding stones together.
For the record, just so that you four know what it sounds like, I was making a sound very similar to the Animal Crossing speaking noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I commit. I'm doing that too. Then.
Okay. For Pewter, you hear her respond with, Flame elementals have no siblings, what you call? I know not who you speak of.
Oh, he said that his name was Iggy. He was really trying to find you, so then he got run over by a bunch of cows that came out of nowhere. We could not have predicted the stampede of cows.
She's looking at you like maybe your primordial is off, like she's not maybe understanding everything you're saying. She is.
Sorry,
She's just confused.
Rusty.
But she goes, I came here with no one, and I wish to return with no one. I will be on my way. And you see her spin in a little fiery tornado, and she dissipates, presumably returning back to the elemental plane of fire.
Okay, she was a very nice lady, but unfortunately, I think that this was the wrong dungeon. Our lady is in a different dungeon because she said she did not know who Iggy was, so we probably got to keep on going.
Is there another town with tunnels and a cult in it?
I guess there's another flame elemental somewhere locked up.
It seems like it would not be common situation, but I mean, I don't really see any other, possibility here. So,
all right, I'm gonna walk over here and check on Vince. He's
out cold.
He's been down.
Yeah.
He's been out for a while, so I'm gonna go see if he needs a healing word or.
I could give him a cure wounds, a big old. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, go for it, Pewter.
All right, I'll give him a cure wounds. That'll give him 11 health.
Cool. You cast cure wounds on Vince. He's laying. Incidentally, you never actually saw him take damage. None of you are really 100% confident why he went down in the first place. But he's very still. Can all of you roll perception checks for me?
Yeah.
I got 10.
14.
16.
14.
Okay. Everyone except Pewter, who is a little focused on casting cure wounds excitedly, notices Vince does not appear to be breathing or really moving at all.
Don't worry, little buddy. Nothing the boulder cannot fix. You'll be right as rain. Okay.
I cannot lose another one today. I thought I killed one person. Live! And I will go over and I'll slap him with my healing hand.
Okay. Slap him with the healing hand. Okay. You slap him, and he shoots up, and he goes, wait, sorry, what did I miss? Where did everyone go?
You can't miss the action.
He kind of looks around, and he goes, I assume you guys won? You all seem to still be alive.
Yeah. We killed the skeletons and the cultists. Well, one of the cultists. The other one got away.
And some of the skeletons just decided not to live anymore. They crumbled to dust. It's very sad.
And you were dead. Like, not like really dead. Like you weren't breathing or moving, and I didn't think I was that powerful, but this hand, and I just like hold it up in the air.
Well, I think I
the hand
loosed
of God.
I think I loosened the jar there for you there, Flynn. You know, with the boulder's powers are nothing to scoff at. I mean, your hands are very nice. You could model with those hands, but
Oh,
you
thank you,
know.
Peter. Yeah, of course. Honestly, I just came in to give the final tap.
And your prison buddy, she split, man. She just left to another plane, so she's gone.
Oh, praise! I didn't know you speak primordial.
That's what you told us, mate. You told us she left. I saw her
okay.
leave.
She did leave. We all saw that.
Yes.
So
She said, flame on, and she took off through the ceiling.
No, we're gonna get sued. She said copyright neutral, fire out.
fire out, guys.
She took her first steps back to the plane.
Vince goes, oh, good for her, I guess. That's weird. Normally, fire elementals have to, like, complete their mission or whatever. It's weird that she could just go back to... Why didn't she just do that while she was in the cave? Okay, never mind. That's great. I mean, I hope you guys... Didn't you say that you guys were trying to get her out? I mean, it seems weird that she's not with you guys.
Well, I asked her. She said it's actually kind of awkward for Iggy because I think maybe it was like a one-way relationship where he was like, I got to save her, and she's like, who's that guy? I never met him before. So I would not bring it up with him. I'm going to tell him that she was really happy that he was coming to save her, but she had really important business with something that else somewhere else she had to be.
Sorry, running that back. Did you say you, Iggy? Hold on. And he sits up, with some actual, almost with a little bit of struggle. He still seems like he's moving a bit sluggishly. And he kind of staggers for a bit. But he goes, hold on. Iggy sent you guys here? Where is he? Is he okay?
I reach out my hand to his shoulder to kind of like stabilize him if he's kind of like dizzy. Yeah, he's okay, so he was okay. And then unforeseen to us accident with a large amount of bovine creatures.
What? I mean,
We're not real sure.
wait, hold on.
Zombie cows. Yeah.
Yes, undead.
I don't have an adequate expression that conveys my
You're
shock
going
and
through a
anger.
lot. I understand. It's a lot to take in.
Bovine boulders aside, we don't know that we don't know his situation. He's not with us right now.
Okay, so is he outside? I mean, when did you lose him? Is he miles away? What?
Oh, he's outside at this point in time. I'm sure he's gone. He's taken care of all of the zombie cows, and he's probably leisurely relaxing in the town.
Leisurely relaxing in the town? Are you? Okay. New plan. We have to get outside as soon as possible. Why would you even go in the dungeon if he's outside the dungeon?
Well, he told us to come in here. He said absolutely. Right? Unless I misheard, guys.
Yeah, well, and also when we came in, the door shut on its own and wouldn't reopen, so it wasn't actually like a decision we made to leave him behind. The door cut us off.
You see him frantically kind of pacing back and forth. He's clearly very nervous and invested in this. As he goes, I was on my way out. I was trying to leave, and you guys stopped me and made me do all those goddamn puzzles again. And he basically turns on his heel and starts like walking back towards the puzzle rooms that you guys came from. And he goes, okay, we have to go get him. We have to go make sure he's safe. We have to make sure he's okay. And you guys are morons. Okay. And then he's just heading out.
Wait, hold on a second. I mean, you're telling us that we could go back through we could go back. You could open the door we came in.
Of course
We
I
did
can
all
open the
that
door
for
that you
nothing.
came in.
To be fair, I don't think any of us tried to open the door that we came in either.
I'll think of Leaf.
Okay.
I
There he
think
is.
the
Oh no,
alternative
he's on the wrong
Hey,
side of the
we-
screen.
we
Cow
didn't-
zombies.
Wait, did we try the door like at the beginning of the dungeon? Oh, hey, we're in a lava place, by the way. I don't remember.
I thought
Um,
we tried to check on Iggy.
I mean, I was inside with you guys. I mean, it doesn't really seem like you. I don't remember you guys trying to open the door. I think it's more of you sort of just kind of went ahead. It's
Oh.
really hot down here. Jesus, fantasy Jesus.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Herb's high on pixie dust. You missed a lot.
Wait, oh shit, is there any
Don't
left?
Look tough at, don't look
I don't
tough
know.
at
The
me.
bottle's around here somewhere.
You see him quickly like flit around as he tries to find the pixie dust, and when he finds the bottle, you see him like try and shovel as much that has fallen onto the ground back into the bottle.
Well, everybody's chatting up here before we rush off. If I walk over to the rogue guy by the bars, the one who didn't make it,
Yes.
would there be anything on him that I could loot?
Sure, you can investigate. Roll an investigation for me.
He had his cultist retirement papers.
Yeah.
He was 1 day away.
16 plus 2, 18.
18. Yeah, you find his cultist retirement papers. He was 1 day away from retiring. He had a beautiful wife and child at home.
No.
There are pictures of them in his wallet.
You got access to his investment portfolio,
Yes.
but it was all in a meme Bitcoin, so it's crashed. at this
Without a
point.
password.
Oh,
Oh, it's gone.
Mhm.
You we'll say you find like 40, 50 gold pieces. Again, you're just taking his wallet at this point. And you do have his ID if you ever wish to impersonate him. Though you probably would need to see his face if you want to take off his mask.
Well, yeah, I would look at his face, and I'm
Yeah.
taking the robes I'm wearing with me, so I've got his wallet. I got it all. So, yeah, I'll take a gander at his face.
Yeah, you take the mask off, and it appears to be we'll say a human man. We'll say
Oh.
maybe like
Q-Man. Okay.
a
Yes,
human.
If you will.
Well, mid to late 30s, maybe. Yeah. I don't have art of him. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Is
But I categorize that for later if I need it. I got it.
Well, you have his
I looked
ID.
at-
Yeah.
I look at Flynn and Herb, and I gesture over to Prism, like, have we seen him kill someone before? Does he eat their face afterwards? I've heard that sometimes,
Oh,
you know,
It's like cats eat their owners.
yeah. Is he
I
hungry?
thought that was
Should
a
we-
myth.
I
He's
think
sitting on his
he's
chest, trying to suck his breath out.
Wow. I thought what I did was the worst thing tonight. Oh no.
But this is like
Press
cultural.
down.
Leaf.
Flynn's got a water bottle.
Leaf, who has kind of slung the bottle of pixie dust over his back, flies over to you, Pewter and Flynn, and he goes, "Hey, speaking of masks, I'm not trying to throw any suspicion over here. Have you guys seen what that Vince guy looks like? I mean, he was dressed like a cultist when you guys walked in."
Oh,
That's
well, Herb
true.
did cast a spell over his face that kind of gave us a good picture. I think that was close enough.
and he told us he was not a cultist, so we didn't have to worry about it.
That is very true. Yes,
I mean,
he
yeah,
was very
But we
convincing.
do think he's a sage. I think he's a sage, and we do
Oh,
want to
Pris,
catch
don't
up with
talk
him
your
and bring
mouth
him
full
back.
of people. Oh,
Miss Tuffet's
Well, I
mad
found-
too, 'cause
No,
she
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
add that
Uh-huh.
face. regularly.
That cultist had he had a cookie in his jacket. Sorry about that.
Leaf goes, I mean, you're not the least bit curious.
I mean,
Have you asked him at all?
I
Is
think we
he
need
run
to
off?
catch him.
Oh yeah, Vince is like most of the way up the stairs. He does appear to be getting a little winded though. It's a long staircase.
I
We
think
do need to
catch
get out
up
of
with
here.
him. So I think he's a sage type person. We need to, the whole bring back home with us, and that was part of the deal. We need to catch up with him.
I thought
Did
he was
we
a
ever
researcher.
touch him with the amulet?
Oh yeah, I poked him with the amulet for sure.
You didn't touch me with the
I don't
amulet.
think he lets you.
Oh well, I mean, but I can do this, and I think of him disappearing, and then I think of him reappearing.
So mean. Stop doing
I mean,
that.
it's kind of confirmed. I mean, I'm not.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that I'm not a sage. I think that is confirmed, unfortunately.
Ah,
I'm saying that touching them with the amulet, doesn't seem. I mean, that didn't make a difference with me. So.
oh, okay. I poke him with the amulet.
The amulet's like 3/4 of his size. He goes, okay, I get it. I'm saying you don't need to touch people with the amulet to prove they're sages.
Flynn, you might need to poke him a little bit harder with it to make
No,
sure.
he flies
that
up high
he's
enough that you
not-
can't reach him.
I mean,
Lindsay?
we haven't tested this, but if I think of him disappearing and coming back, does that mean he goes right in front of me? Test theory. Oh, look at that! Okay, and I don't touch him, but I'm like waving at him a foot in front of me.
He's
Ah,
very
okay, that
upset.
works.
He
Look,
goes,
okay. Point proven. It was a theory.
yeah, was it just a
well-
theory? All right. Gotta head out.
It was a amulet theory.
Yeah.
Good amulet.
Also,
hey, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just had a thought. Does he always appear in the same space relative to where Flynn is when he pops in as a note?
Yeah, he's usually about like within like 2 feet of Flynn in any given direction when he spawns in.
So, but it's not the same exact point in space in
I mean, it's
front
a good
of
thing I'm not
Flynn.
looking at a wall.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, like, when can
No,
you
don't.
spawn him into a wall? It's like,
Okay, we have a great theory. We're gonna no-clip Leaf into the wall, and then he'll fly out of bounds.
or he'll become an eldritch wall horror with his arms.
He'll just clip through to the final church and fight Vanessa Roman himself.
All right. Leaf, my apologies. We tested the theory. Can you do one more thing for me? We had this like little kobold woman named Belfie, like blue skin, pink. Well, this bow, and I hold up the bow, and she likes lava and swam off that way. Can you follow as far as you can down that path and see if you can spot her?
Oh, let him sniff the bow, Flynn. Let him sniff the blow.
Oh, does that work? Oh, okay. Here. Wait, no, Peter. That's not how. Wait, no. Why am I listening to you?
Leaf kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, "Yeah, all right," and he flies off into the lava lake. Not into the lava lake, over the lava lake.
Bye, friends. It was nice.
Oh, well, we all learned not to bully today.
So
Now that we
I'm
know
shaking my
things.
head because I'm starting to notice that all of Peter's suggestions I'm going along with before questioning them. I'm like, oh god, I need to rethink things. I guess, hey guys, should we follow Mr. Mysterious over there? It looks like he's about to dry heave.
he's sitting on the last top steps, like head in his hands.
Yeah, okay. I'll carry him, guys. Don't. Oh, what, please?
Oh no, I think it's time we pitch him on the the whole come back to the Citadel concept. Sell him on the pluses. Flynn, don't tell him about the whole amulet summoning thing, because that would just that's not a selling
Yeah.
point. But
Oh.
let's go talk to him about coming back, nice clean quarters, clean water, good money, and then if he doesn't go along, then Pewter, bop him on the head, throw him over your shoulder, and we'll take him along.
We're not going to bop him on the head. Come on. That's not very nice.
Herb, bop him on the head, and Pewter can carry him.
All right.
No, only if he says no. Only if he says no.
Oh, okay.
We get paid whether he's awake or not when we get home.
Only if he's the same. Anyway, Lee flies back and he goes, yeah, so it seems like there's tunnels going further in, but there came a point where it seems like you have to go in the lava to get under the wall, and I'm not going in there. So I'm not sure where it leads, but I think there is another exit point.
Oh, well, and you're not immune to lava. I saw you get dangerously close. I didn't know.
Yeah, I just like to. It's the thrill, you know. But no, I would immediately combust.
All right, I would leave soon because Miss Tuffet is still buzzing with also pixie
I
dust.
would love to leave.
Well, here, hold on
I
a
think
second.
that's up to you.
I hold on, and I start like putting into like my endless pockets vest. Uh-oh. Hold on. I got gold for you. Hold on a sec. Wait, which pouch did I put it in? Hold on. Okay. There it is. And I dropped 5 gold coins into his hand.
All right.
Into his arm.
Yeah, he's trying. It's like about 5. They're about the size of dinner plates for him. So he's like stacking them up. And he goes, cool. So he's actually got the bottle of pixie dust on the back and the 5 gold coins. And he goes,
It's a good haul for him.
Yeah, it is a good haul. He goes, could you send me back now?
Oh yeah, that's what I have to do. Okay, bye. And then, whoop,
No, wrong one. Anyway.
oops, I thought of him coming back for a sec. My bad.
When we start walking to catch up with him, I do one more thing. I go over to Herb. I'm like, hey, Herb, look how smooth my hands are now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, you should consider
like,
sticking your
perfect,
hands in
yeah.
the lava. It's fully revitalizing.
Oh, it's a good idea, Peter. I think the next time we're in an evil lava cave, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I just imagining it's like black, like a glove, like obsidian.
Yeah.
Like an acid skin peel. Yeah, it's nice.
I keep rubbing my hands on my face. It's so soft.
It's so
Oh my
smooth.
goodness.
Um,
Reveals Stone's freshest lair.
all right, so you all. So you're making your way back to the front room.
Oh, to Vincent. Well, wherever
Yeah.
he is. That's
Well,
where
he's
we need
ahead
to
of you
go.
guys, so he made it
I
to the
was-
top of the stairs.
I was gonna carry him because it seemed like he was having a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, you guys make your way to the top of the stairs. He's about 2 rooms in. And he, despite clearly feeling very exhausted for whatever reason, he does seem very determined to get out ever since you mentioned Iggy. Yeah, you catch him kind of stomping his way towards the exit. And he sees you guys, and you can almost... His face is covered, so reading his expressions is difficult. But you get the idea that he's kind of angry at himself that you guys managed to catch up, like that he was moving that slowly. But he goes, the rooms shouldn't be a problem on the way back. I was arming them behind me as I went because I was trying to make sure that they didn't follow me.
Right. Hey, we wanted to talk to you. We talked a little bit on the way in that, we came here on a boat. Would you be interested in coming back with us to the Citadel? Cool city, lots of stuff, great things to do. I think you could get paid because we could use someone, with 7 PhDs and the abilities that you have. Would that be something that you'd be interested in?
He kind of turns to you, still a little pissed off, and he goes, all right, how about this? You help me make sure that Iggy is safe, and I will maybe consider your proposal.
Okay, well, how about this? While you laid there unconscious, they tried to kill you, and we saved your bacon, so I'd like you to keep that in mind.
Yeah, okay, but you also abandoned Iggy outside.
Abandon's a strong word. That's,
He did tell us to go in.
Good point, Pewter.
Okay, but he's self-sacrificing. You don't let him be self-sacrificing. You prevent him from being self-sacrificing.
You guys really seem to know each other.
Yes, we're...
Wait.
And,
Yeah,
Are you Iggy's sister?
what? Oh, okay, I'm a... No, gross, ew, no.
Wait,
Okay,
is Iggy an old flame?
All right.
I would laugh if I'm not so pissed.
it's complicated. Current flame, but incidentally, the most important part is making sure that he is safe. Okay.
Okay, let's open the door.
How does that? Okay, I have
go
a question.
save Iggy.
Oh yeah, did Flynn?
Oh no, questions I do not want to talk about here. Sorry, I blush.
Okay.
One last suggestion. Before we all rush out of here, we may want to take these robes off so we're not mistaken for cultists on the outside.
By zombies?
Yeah, well, I don't know the zombies would care, but I can't believe that this whole place only contained 2 cultists. So I would think there's more around, and I don't,
Wouldn't we want to look like cultists then?
You're right.
Also,
pretty hard.
Priz, I don't know how many cultists are left, and I cautiously glance over to Miss Tuffet, who's been trailing us at like 30 yards.
Yeah, she's 2 rooms
Covered
back
in
in the
blood.
creepy doll room, and you can only see the light gleaming off of her eyes.
Yeah. Oh, did we pass the bloody remains of the cultists who tried
Oh,
to run
yes,
away?
the first room that you walked in was completely splattered in blood. There's nothing left.
Oh, no.
There's nothing to pilfer from that body, right? There's
No,
nothing to take
it's
off
been
the body of the
eviscerated.
robes.
What body?
What body? As you approach the stone door that has been slammed, you see Vince quickly scanning over it, trying to figure out how to open it. And he finds some runes at the bottom, and he's quickly trying to translate them. So you have a little bit of time while he's doing that.
What's everybody's health look like before we go out here? We don't know what we're going to run into.
I'm
How
good.
everybody feeling?
I have never felt smoother than I have before.
Okay. I mean, I could,
I mean, I got a little bit of an ache right here, and I just kind of gesture over my face and shoulders and body.
well, I'll do bardic inspiration. I can sing a quick song of rest, and everyone will, be able to get back any health that you need from a short rest. So while we're waiting, can I just do a quick do that?
Wait, so do you have to do it during a short rest, or it mimics a short rest?
No. Yeah, if I sing the song, any creatures who hear it then get the benefit. Let's see. If you're any friendly creatures, you can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending 1 or more. Oh no, this is if we take a short rest and I sing it, they get an extra 1d6. Never mind, I misread that.
It was quite an ordeal. Are you okay?
Like Herb pointed out, the headshot did a lot more damage than I think. It may be concussion protocol necessary at this point.
Well,
I'll be
also
okay.
have-
Thank you though. I just
All right.
that really scared me.
No,
I'll never forget. And I take the bow, and with what's left of it, I will tie it around my neck as my own little cravat.
Oh,
Never
you're
forget.
really forcing me to update these character portraits.
Yes, I am.
I can
Herb
also
gets a
lean over.
hat. Peter gets a lamb,
Yeah.
and I'm not having just the amulet. So
I can give you like 10 HP to Aline, give you 10 lay on hands HP. Do you need 10?
I'm feeling.
Okay, here you go, buddy. And
I'm feeling like 11, but you know what? 10 is good enough.
well,
Oh, thank you.
well,
As,
that's what I said. Herb, how are you? Are you up to snuff or what? Because I could do a
I
healing
feel
word
like-
while we're just...
I feel like 48/38ths of a goblin.
What?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
that response makes
Temporary
sense
hit
considering that he's completely bonked out of his mind right now.
How many fingers are you holding up? No, go ahead.
How many fingers is he holding up?
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
As Vince takes a step back from translating, and he starts to you hear him kind of mumbling under his breath. There is a clanging sound, and you notice it appears to be getting louder as the door in front of you starts to shake a little bit. And Vince kind of steps back and he goes, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Can I lay on hands myself too? And I can give the other 10 to myself.
Yeah, you can.
as a preparation.
Can I do detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so a detect magic spell, so I can sense a faint aura, all the creatures around me, what school of magic they're from, which might give me some stuff about Vincent that I'm curious about.
Sure.
But in addition, the spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by. I'm assuming this is a door, right? It's not 3-foot wide door.
I mean, it is
thick.
dense, but I'll say with detect magic, someone is actively currently casting a spell on the door, and you can tell from the aura that it is some sort of fire magic being cast on the other side of the door. I will also say, from Vincent, standing so close to him, you do get a whiff of necromancy, kind of just all over him.
I see.
It's very, very faint, though. Like you might not have noticed if you hadn't been looking for it.
All right. So that, like his school of magic, I'm picking up necromancy. Okay.
It's not. It's
Well,
like
it says visible creature object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
yes. It's almost like a passive effect. It's very, very faint. But it is necromancy.
It could also just be the scent necromancy
True.
by
I do necromancy.
Necromancy.
Necromancy by proxy. So I say to the guys, hey, somebody's casting some kind of fire spell on the door, so we might want to step to the side when it opens.
Yeah, great idea.
Okay.
Stay behind one of the mannequins.
And as when you say, "Oh, there's fire magic on the other side," you see Vince like actively light up. Not literally, but
oh god, he's on fire.
First in the flame.
and as a few moments passed, the door is in fact busted down, and standing on the other side is Iggy.
Eggs.
Iggy.
You see Iggy like register U4 for like a second, and then immediately he locks onto Vincent, and he just goes, "Vince!" and he immediately rushes over and lifts him off the ground and spins him around, and the two seem very happy together to have found each other, and Iggy turns to you four after the moment. He goes, "Oh, thank Helios you found him. Listen, is he okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he turns to Vince, and he's just kind of fretting at the moment.
He died. And I point to Vince.
Iggy looks very panicked as he like turns to Vince. Vince goes, No, I didn't die. Nothing, I didn't die. I'm fine. And Iggy goes, I mean, what happened? Are you like, did the cult give you problems? Did you get hurt? What's,
It was an ordeal, but we got out of it. But like, your friend and I like try to do a slow wink with both my eyes.
So a
He
blink.
wasn't breathing like at all. We were worried. I mean, luckily my hand is like super powerful and I was able to heal him. But
Well, you know.
I just
You'd have loosened the
is he
jaw.
okay?
Iggy kind of turns to Vince, who is kind of nervously like shuffling back on his feet, and roll an insight check for me.
Ooh.
Anyone who's interested.
That would be a natural one.
I also got a
Fire-
natural one.
Oh my god.
13.
Peter didn't roll. He chose to fail because he wouldn't pick up on anything.
All right.
13.
Flynn, Herb, you're very distracted because, the flames on the top of Iggy's head move in such a fun way, and you're just kind of focused on that. Pretty light
Especially for
distracting. Yeah.
Herb's like glassed over right now.
Yeah.
I have no excuse.
Priz with a 13. Both Vince and Iggy clearly know something. Like you noticed Iggy doesn't hide his expressions very well. And you see the moment where what Flynn said properly registers, and he goes from like fretting and panicking to being clearly nervous and like hiding something, and he just goes, "Oh, that's a thing that happens, right? Like it's probably all fine. Nothing worth investigating with that. It's probably all good and well, right? Yes."
Yes.
Flames.
Yeah. And one other thing, there was this sort of like yourself there, flame elemental, and she, well, we got her out of her cage, but well, Pewter talked to her. Pewter, just go ahead.
Oh, wait. She said, wait, hold on. She said that she was so happy that you had come to save her, but she had left her refrigerator on at home, and she had to go back. But she was she was thinking about you, and it wasn't that she didn't know who you were.
Iggy,
What's a
Priz.
refrigerator?
That's the first time I think I've. Praise Herb, I think that's the first time I've ever heard Pewter lie. Like, ever.
Yeah, he's not good at it.
Iggy, oh yeah, go ahead and roll a deception check for me, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, well, I got a 17. I'm getting
Whoa.
better at it.
And also, Iggy does trust Pewter more than he probably should. Iggy goes,
I'm doing it to save his feelings.
yeah.
I don't want to...
Iggy looks confused again. He goes, I'm sorry, there was another fire elemental here? Did you catch a 9? What'd she look like?
Your
Like,
sister.
I
fire
don't
elemental?
want to sound problematic, but she looked a lot like you. But she had no clothes on.
We thought you were related.
Vince gets angry on Iggy's behalf, and he goes, not all fire elementals are related, obviously. No, that's not. He turns to Iggy, he's like, it wasn't anyone that you know. I did talk to her. Her name is Flambe. She's very nice. Well, she's a little rude, but, it's... No, Iggy, it's not your sister's. And Iggy kind of seems to take some relief in that.
I'm looking at Vince, and I'm like... and I'm like making shopping motions with my neck.
We didn't mean to say we thought that all flame mills look alike to us. That's not what we were going there.
No, I think that's what we were saying.
That's what I actually... Those are the words that came out of my mouth first.
Do you want me to roll for deception?
Iggy goes, I mean, I can't thank you for enough, for all that you've done, in saving Vince and all of that. I'm really grateful for the four of you. And, with that, Flynn, in your pocket, you feel a faint buzzing.
Oh, sorry, must be Leaf. I pull up the sending stone.
The sending stone? It's not the sending stone.
You're supposed to put it on
Oh.
silent, Flynn. This is
I'm
very
sorry.
important
This is an
moment.
important moment. I'm sorry. And I'll put it. You know what? I'm gonna put it into my vest pocket,
Uh-huh.
and I'll take that risk later. Okay. Again, it could disappear forever. I pull out the amulet and I look at it.
All right. When you pull out the amulet, there is a bright glow, and everything goes white. and we are going to leave this stream there on that cliffhanger. Whatever could it mean?
I think we're all dead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think
And
you've
just-
all died,
Melee
unfortunately.
blew up.
Yeah.
Well,
Well. Thank you
I-
all. I am gonna leave the stream there. But thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for watching, both if you're tuning in live, but also if you're watching the VOD. It's always appreciated. And we will be here same time next week, and
Oh, yeah.
we'll find out if maybe someone's a sage. Who could it be?
I don't believe it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm skeptical.
That's actually a great question. Where can I follow everyone before we stop? So, I'm on Tumblr on Metamatronic. And additionally, we have a YouTube channel, which is the 1005th Reset of Vanessa Roman, where you can watch all of the VODs. Pretty soon, we're also going to start uploading shorts and potentially, depending on my schedule, some animations, if I have time. I post art. I don't know if you guys want to plug socials.
No, I don't have
mean,
anything
yeah.
particular.
I would like to plug Maggie's socials, because she has very good art.
Mm-hmm. I second that. Unless you guys want to follow me to my 9 to 5, I would just follow Maggie.
But yeah, my Tumblr is where I post most of my artwork, and that's gonna be. Oh yeah, I do owe Luigi a character.
I'm sensing a threat in that comment.
But yeah, you can follow me at Metamatronic on Tumblr for more updates. You can also follow me on YouTube at Metamatronic as well. There's some old animations still up on my channel. I had to hide a lot of them because they had spoilers for this campaign, but maybe eventually those will go live again. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.